Hey everyone, my name is Charles Flores. I'm the mentor for the ME 159 class here at New Mexico State University. And this is the first video of hopefully many more. It's essentially a tutorial on, this one will be on tutorial 1 in chapter 5 of the NX9 book. And hopefully I'll be able to do more and share more of the walkthroughs for these homeworks, because I know sometimes some of them are a little confusing and getting through them can take quite a while. So I'll essentially do these videos to help you guys out. If you at all have any questions, please email me or maybe even write comments below. I think probably emailing will be more effective, and maybe we could set up a time to go ahead and go over some of the things that you probably didn't get through the video, or maybe you didn't get through class. Um, but either way, we'll just go ahead and get this lesson started. So the first thing I did was go ahead and rename my file. So this should be the file that you will name yours. This should be the name of the file that you turn in into your folder, into your homework folder on the EM drive. So I also have my units in millimeters. Make sure to pick what folder you're going to save it to, and we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing I noticed about the sketch, or about the body, I guess, first thing you want to draw is the base. So I'll start with the sketch on the YZ plane here, and I'll just go ahead and hit OK. And then the first thing I want to do is make those two lines that are, it's figure 5-51 if you have the book and you're following. So here I'll just go ahead and go to my profile tool, or you can also hit Z on the keyboard. I personally like using Z on the keyboard. It's just a little faster. So these are auto dimensions. When you install the software onto your computer, they will come up, and if you don't turn them off, they will continuously auto dimension lines and circles for you. So one way to find where, so here I don't think I've done the NMSU configuration. So this computer that I'm recording off of is my own computer, so everything is maybe a little bit different. Things are a little bit different from the layout that would be when you open up NX in the lab. So yeah, to find auto dimensioning anyway, you can go up to the find a command box, and all I'm going to do is just literally just type in auto dimension. I'll press enter, and then let's see, another dialog box will come up, and any second now. Okay, so here in this it's actually called continuous auto dimensioning. So when you highlight it, or when you put the cursor over the continuous auto dimensioning in the command finder box, you will see that it shows you where exactly that tool is in the tabs. So I'll just go ahead and close this. I'll go to this more drop down box, and there it is right there. So if I click it, it's highlighted now, which means it's on. So if I click it and I go back, it's not highlighted, so it's off. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, I can delete these, because these dimensions aren't what I want the lines to be. So I know that this line here at the bottom should be and it doesn't let me click the line because I have dimensional here. So I'll go to invert here, click the line. This one should be 145. and this one. And all I did was just click the line, of course. Should be 90. Okay. And notice I didn't click anywhere up here to get to the dimensions. To get to the dimensions easier, if you don't already know, you can just hit D on the keyboard, on your keyboard, and it will pull up the dimension box. It's just another like kind of little hotkey that you can use to get to some tools faster. Okay. So now that your sketch is fully constrained, as it says here at the bottom, you can go ahead and finish. And this is what you have so far. So what the book wants you to do now is go ahead and extrude these lines. So when you extrude these lines, remember, extruding lines only and not like fully enclosed figures will give you planes rather than 3D objects. So if I extrude this here, okay, it should come out like this when this color anyway. So going back here, you know that the thickness of this base is, let's see, according to the book, it is 36 times 2 millimeters long. So for the start distance, I'll go ahead and write -36, or the way that Jim wants you to do it, 72 divided by 2. And then here I'll start at 72 divided by 2, positive 72 divided by 2. And I'll hit OK. So this is what I have so far. So now what you will do next is you are going to offset this these planes here to make the full base. So let's see. I'm going to go back into my extrude by just double clicking, and let's see, I'll click this more thing, this more drop down box. So here I can go to offset, and then I will select two-sided right here. So in order to get what I want, I'm going to just go ahead and look at the side here. In order to get what I want to go this way with the extrude. So what I will type in will be, my start will be 0 and my end will be -25. It will be -25 because it will extrude inward. This plane will extrude inward. This plane will also extrude inward, rather than it extruding outward, which is, I guess, viewed as a positive offset. So I'll go ahead and hit OK, and it officially, I need to stop doing this. Okay, so it will officially look like this. Okay, so now you can go ahead and start removing material. So to simply put it, the next thing that you're going to want to do is remove that little piece that's down here. To do that, I'll draw a sketch on this face. It doesn't necessarily matter where the origin goes, but I'll just see if I can snap it. I'll snap it to this corner here, and I'll click. And then I'll hit OK. And now I'm going to go ahead and draw my box. So my first point will be here at the origin, and then I'll come out about 2 right there. That should be fine. And then I will go ahead and give this box some dimensions. Whoa, what the hell happened? Okay, yeah, so another outer dimension. I guess it's just gonna keep turning itself on. And then I need, this line here should be 72. Okay, sorry. I got a phone call and it kind of stopped the recording on my phone. So, from the video, obviously the next thing that you would do is just make this height here 6 millimeters. Since it's fully constrained, I'll just go ahead and finish the sketch. Make sure that this line of the sketch is at the edge, and make sure the line here is also at the edge over here. So that way when you extrude the material, you don't have like a little sliver of material here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and extrude this piece. And notice that originally it wants to extrude outward. It wants to extrude out from the base. So what I'll do is I can either double click this line, I can click and drag it back, or I can just simply type in for my end distance negative of whatever I need to extrude back. So let's see. I think I need to extrude back according to figure 5-50. Let's see. I need to extrude back 50. So I'll just type in negative 50. And as you see, because I made a mistake, it didn't work out the way I wanted to. So if you also just clicked OK, no big deal. So I'll just go ahead and go back into my extrude. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the Boolean. So I will change it to subtract material from the base. And what this will do, it will subtract all of this extruded material from the base. So I'll just hit OK. And now it's gone. So that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so for the next feature, these next two features I think are just sketches and subtractions. So that's pretty easy and straightforward. So let's see, the third feature is this U piece right here on this side of the base. So I'll just start a new sketch. I'll start it, let's say there. There should be fine. And what I will do is, this is how I would do it. So I'll just go ahead and make this. I'll make a circle, any circle. It really doesn't even matter. And of course, my auto dimensions help me so much. Not really. Then I will make. I want to make lines that come tangent out here and tangent out here. You don't want to click this middle, so I'll just hit escape. So I'll go to my profile tool. I'll select one of the outer, one of anything that's outside of the circle. And as long as I see this symbol here, I should be fine. So I'll just drag the line horizontally outward. And then I'll draw another line here. And I'll also draw it horizontally outward. And the good thing about having the sketch already in place is I can make lines already collinear with it. So I'm just going to pick a point here, and I'll just drag the line down. So this is essentially my line here, and it now knows that this line is collinear with not only this y-axis, but also the edge of this base here. So I know I don't need these lines here and these pieces here, so I'll just go ahead and trim those. And again, to open the trim tool, you can either where is it? Here. You can click here, or you can just press T on the keyboard, which I think is obviously a little easier. So I don't need this half arc here as well. So now all I need are dimensions. So I'll go to my sketch, and I see that the midpoint, this midpoint here is 36 millimeters away from this edge, and I can also click this edge. You should be able to click this edge too to give some dimensions for this new sketch. So I know this is 36. I was pretty close, so that's good. This distance here from this midpoint to this edge here, anything that's collinear along this edge, if you click on it with the midpoint, it should be fine. So even if I go ahead and click the y-axis, that should be fine too. And I notice that that value there is 50. And then now this radius here, I'll go ahead and click radial. I'll click the circle, and this radius should be 12. And now I have, I need one constraint. So when I clicked for this line to be collinear with the edge, I tried to get it to do like an inferred constraint, but I don't think it got the hint. So I'll just go back and go to collinear. I'll pick this edge, and then I'll wait. So yeah, it already prompts me to sketch the line of sketch of whatever sketch this is. So now it's fully constrained, and I can go ahead and close it. So now I'll just finish the sketch. I'll go ahead and go to my extrude. I'll select this sketch here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and extrude downward. But remember, again, you don't want to unite, you don't want to do any of these other than subtract material. So it doesn't necessarily even matter how much you go down either. As long as you go far enough to subtract material, you should be fine. So I'll just go ahead and leave it at -50. And you can see all the material there is subtracted and it's not there anymore, so that's good. So now what I'll do is I'll make the what is it, fourth feature, I think it's the fourth. Yeah, the fourth. So it should be on this face here. Kind of looks like maybe the shape of New Mexico, but I'll go ahead and make a sketch here. Remember, you can always use the Control F to fit the sketch onto your screen, so it always comes in handy. So I noticed that, let's see. Okay, so the way that I would start the sketch is I would just draw a circle. So I'm gonna draw a circle on this line, and I know this line is in the middle of these two edges here, so hopefully I can infer that this circle is the midpoint is a point on this curve here, so I'll just pick maybe about there. And these auto dimensionings, it's pretty annoying. You won't, keep in mind, you probably won't have this problem if you're watching this there in the lab, then that's pretty good. So you can kind of like ignore that. And the next thing I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll make lines here. Just some lines. And then I'll go ahead and make more lines here. Lines and more lines. So exciting. Okay, so now all I need to do is trim a few things and add constraints and some dimensions. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and add my constraints. I don't want to trim things yet, so I'll open up my constraints. I know this line should be collinear with this edge here. Same for this one here. Let's see. As far as my constraints, I think it might be it, because a lot of the other ones are inferred. So make sure that this line is horizontal. This line is also horizontal. Okay, so after that, I'm going to go ahead and trim some things. I don't need these two lines anymore, nor do I need those lines. I don't need this one, or this one, or this one, or these two, or these two. So you should have like this square circle thing. It kind of looks almost like what would you call it? The Lincoln Memorial. I think, I don't know. I hope I'm right. If I'm not right, then I'm not very patriotic. But the next thing you want to do is add dimensions. So I'll give a dimension for this circle, and the radius should be 30 here. Okay, and now I know that the distance between these two lines should be 36. And here I won't need one of the dimensions. Oh, I need to go back to invert. I won't need one of the dimensions. And that is the dimension that makes one of these smaller lines 12. So you don't. It's almost like a one or the other kind of thing. So I'll just do this 36. And now this dimension here, from this line to the very bottom, should be 30. Oh, let's see. Oh, 30. What is? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's see. And now. Okay. So that's good. Now I also need one for this midpoint to also the bottom here, and this one should be 48, not 47, 48. And now my sketch is fully constrained, which is what we want, obviously. So I'll go ahead and finish the sketch, and we'll essentially do the same thing that was done in the for this what is it, third feature or whatever it was. So I'll go to my extrude, I'll select this curve here, and I'll subtract, and it's already set there from the other one. But I want to go back only 12. So if I enter positive 12, it'll come out of the original base, but I want to go negative 12 here. So I'll go 12 into the base. So as you see, it's going to come into the base and subtract this material here. And yeah, so it's gone. And now the only thing left is the hole in the center here. And to do that, I'll go ahead and make a sketch. As long as you pick this face here, you should be fine. And I'm going to draw here any circle. It doesn't really even matter, because the constraint that I'm going to give it will place it in a way that I will only need one dimension to fulfill the position of this sketch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this circle here and this circle here collinear. So I want this one here and this arc. It didn't highlight for me. Maybe it'll highlight for you. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily matter. But concentric obviously just means that they share the same midpoint. So I'll go ahead and give a dimension for this middle circle, and I think it should be. It says it has a diameter of 24 units. So, and notice I picked dimensional here, and I'll just go ahead and type in 24. And my sketch is fully constrained here, so I can just go ahead and hit finish. Now I will extrude this circle. There we go, this circle. I'll extrude back. And it doesn't necessarily matter how much you extrude back. But if you select, I just noticed this, but if you go ahead and just select, where is it? There is a through all. Okay, yeah. So there's this through all thing here. Let's see. Is it this here? Maybe. Okay, that certainly doesn't look right. Oh my god. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel. I would just go negative, whatever it is that needs to be, that remains here. It looks like it might be like negative 13. Let's see. Yeah, that's roughly negative 13, but just to be safe, you could just go to negative 15. Yeah, I don't know. This through all, I think it should have worked, but who knows? Or let's see, let's go ahead and click through all, and I'll select this face, I guess, and then I'm gonna change the direction. So yeah, it's gonna essentially extrude. Well, I don't want it to extrude this box curve here, so I'll hold shift. Okay, so if you selected the box, just go ahead and hit cancel. If you didn't, then that's good. Just go ahead and select through all, and I mean, actually, just let me go ahead and start over. That way, you don't lose any points on this stuff. So I'll just go to extrude. I'll select this curve here, circle, and then I will pick through all. But it gives me this missing trimming target. which is kind of annoying. But I think it's because it wants to go out this way. Maybe. Okay, yeah. So what I did is I just double clicked this arrow, and it changes the direction. Okay, so now it will trim out of this space here, so you should be fine if you go ahead and do that. Yeah, okay. So I'll just hit OK, and then the next thing I want to do is I'll just want to hide all the sketches, because I don't want to see them anymore. So, let's see, I'll just go to hide all, and then I will show bodies, and then I'm going to hit home, and let's see, it doesn't have any, yeah, it doesn't tell you to do it like an isometric, like how some of the other homeworks did. So that's essentially it. Like I said, if you have any other questions, just go ahead and email me or comment below, and I will probably focus more on the emails that I get rather than the comments. And I mean, for the purpose of making the ME 159 students here at NMSU kind of a priority, since this is the spring of 2015, and I mean, you guys are the students that are trying to learn this. So that's essentially it for this tutorial. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in class.